Alright, I've said this 1,000 times. I'll say it again. The visual of this video sucks, so it's pretty much going to be an audio. And I understand that the audio sucks because I'm driving a very loud car with a soft top. So, yeah, and I'm going through a very, very bumpy road. So let's talk about the business a little bit. What's going on with the business? A lot of things have been changing really, really quickly. Okay, so first off, I do have an LLC. But the purpose of the LLC has been changing. So originally what I wanted to do was something called FBA, Fulfilled by Amazon, where I would buy crap from another part of the world, specifically China, and sell it on Amazon. But I started thinking about that. I didn't like that. I think I said that in the other video. And so I decided I wanted to eventually pursue my own thing, calling it a private label. So basically make a brand, make a product, sell the product, something that's never, basically like an invention. Now that's not something that's easy. Why? Because it's not like you can do something it's not like I can tell you like, okay, do this for 10,000 hours and then you'll come up with a product. No, it's literally, I could come up with a product tomorrow morning, or I could come up with a product 10 years from now. There's no way to speed that part up. I mean, I guess the more you travel and the more you talk to other people, I guess that could probably speed it up. But really, that stuff like that is kind of up to destiny. You know, you might be sitting down one day watching TV, a commercial pops up, and you're like, wow, that just gave me an idea for a product, you know? So it's like, really, you never know how that could happen. You can't really force that. So that's ultimately what I would like to do, right? But I still did the LLC. I've been flipping stuff from Goodwill onto eBay. Definitely thought it was going to be easier. And I think one of the biggest mistakes I've been making right now with the whole Goodwill to eBay is that I'm getting everything kind of expensive. Now, I didn't think it was expensive at first, right? For example, I got a Lacoste shirt. Again, I got a Lacoste shirt. It was $7, and they're selling for like $18 or $20. Like, that's too much money. That I should have paid $2 or $3 for that Lacoste shirt, right? I just feel like for what they're selling for, I'm paying too much. And that's been happening to me with a few brands. Like, it happened to me with Ralph Lauren. You know, they say Ralph Lauren sells very well on eBay. Well, I've been buying Ralph Lauren shirts for like $7, $6, and it's too much money for what they're selling. They're selling for $20. So if I get a $7 shirt, I pay $5 shipping. That's already $13. Let me check my math. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's $12. So that's $12 from 20 if I sell it at 20. That means I got $8 left. From that $8, actually I had to pay, when I sell it at 20, I have to pay about 14% to eBay and PayPal. So if I'm selling $20, that's $7 off basically to eBay. And I'm basically left with $1 profit after everything is said and done. You see, it's really not worth it for the struggle. And that dollar profit really goes to returns people are making, if any at all, shipping supplies. You see, so it's not perfect. There's a way to do it. I'm doing it wrong. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's really, really a lot of work. And at the end of the day, I look at myself, and at the end of the day, I'm like, really, is this what I want to do? There's nothing wrong with that, okay? I always compare myself to myself. I've said that before. I never want to compare myself to other people, so I don't think other people should compare themselves to me. But when I compare myself to myself, I feel like I went to college, I studied architecture, I learned all this cool stuff, and I should apply that somehow to whatever I do in my future. And if let's say, 10 years from now, I'm the person who goes to Goodwill and flips stuff, and I'm making $60,000, $70,000 a year, like, yeah, that'll be cool, but I'll feel like a little empty inside. And I've been thinking about that lately. And again, I'm comparing myself to myself, not to anybody else, so I'm not trying to put anybody down or anything. If that's what you do or someone does, and I don't think that's wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's perfectly fine and perfectly healthy. I'm just comparing myself to myself. But so anyway, I went to watch a movie. This is still on the case, by the way. But I went to watch a movie yesterday with my girlfriend, my mom, and my dad. And the name of the movie was Little. And the movie's about this woman that she's an entrepreneur. She's like the CEO/president of a company, and the company's like a virtual reality gaming company. And the rest of the about to say. But the reason I brought this up is because, man, the movie wasn't good at all. I rated it like a 6 or 7. My girlfriend rated it a 3, and my parents rated it high, actually. They really enjoyed it. But after I left the movie theater, I felt like crap, dude. I'm like, dude, I'm 27 years old, right? I graduated. I have my master's in architecture, okay? This is not where I want to be. Because I just feel like I don't want to be someone who's working 9 to 5 until I retire. You know, that's like old school. And I started thinking, and I know that's very millennial, like a very millennial way of thinking, and that's fine. If you want to call it that, okay, I know. And I'm complaining, and I shouldn't be complaining, blah, blah, blah. I know, I get it. And I'm not disagreeing with you. I kind of agree. But as I'm thinking all this, as I'm feeling like shit, I literally felt like shit yesterday after watching that movie. But after I watched this movie, okay, and I'm sitting in my bed ready to go to sleep, I'm just thinking about my life, and I'm like, man, I hate the fact that I work Monday through Friday. Like, it really sucks that I work Monday through Friday. I hate that so much. And I hate the fact that it's not even a 9 to 5. It's more like an 8 to 5:30. And it's not even an 8 to 5:30. It's more like a 7 o'clock to 6:30, because I really do wake up at 7:30. I wake up at 7, I leave at 7:30. I work all the way to 6 to 5:30, because I always leave a little later, and then I end up getting home at 6:30. So it's like, really, the whole day is gone. And that really bugs me so much, man, because if it was my company, I wouldn't have to spend so much time doing something to get things done, you know. And I just feel like a lot of time is wasted in the corporate world. But whatever. So as I was laying down and I was thinking about my whole life and everything, I just felt like crap. And I'm like, man, I would love to like invent something, you know, going back to the whole private label thing. I would really love to invent something, create something new, you know, like how cool would it be if like I made a new shoe or something. But it's really like the biggest problem is I don't have a specific passion. Like, if you ask me, right, what is your goal in life? And my goal has changed throughout, right? And I'm at that next level. They say your all your cells change in your body after 7 years. So if we start from when I was born at year 28, that would be the next like threshold. And I feel like I'm kind of getting there. I'm starting a little bit earlier, but I feel like I'm really changing my mentality. I feel like a different person almost, right? So I'm looking at my life, and I'm like, I've accomplished a few things in my life, but I don't consider myself happy. And I feel like maybe if I were to reach my next goal, maybe I wouldn't be happy, but I still don't care. Like, there's always that doubt that I might not always ever reach happy until I change my perspective. But I don't care. Like, I really feel like even if I change my perspective, I don't want this lifestyle of the whole 9 to 5 grinding thing, right? So looking at my life, what would make me the happiest right now? Of course, the first thing is my family, my health, their health. That obviously always comes first to me. But talking about my career and the way that I make money, okay? I don't want to make money, you know, like playing video games or stuff like that. Like, I really don't care for that. Like, it's cool if that were to happen, you know, I wouldn't turn that down. But it's like, it doesn't feel meaningful to me. What I would love to do with my life is create something. Now, it doesn't have to be something huge. It doesn't have to be like, I was talking to my girlfriend about this just a few minutes ago. It doesn't have to be something like a pacemaker. I would love to create something like a pacemaker, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be as simple as like a shoe or a shirt company, like a style, or like a watch. Like my girlfriend kind of gave me that idea about the watch. We've talked about that before, and she brought it up again tonight. But the point is that I would like to create something, and the biggest problem I have is that I feel like people, they're born with like a passion in life, right? And I don't have that passion. I don't know if it's because I exhausted it all. And what I mean by that is, like, ever since I graduated high school and I started working, anytime I wanted to do something, I kind of just had the money, so I would do it as little hobbies, you know, motorcycle, skateboard, dirt bike, you know, pretty much whatever I wanted to do, I just did because I could afford it. So I feel like I kind of wasted out all my passions, because whenever I wanted to do something, I just did it. So I don't know if that's what I did. I don't know if I did that, but I feel like, sometimes people are like, they grow up and they're like, they have a passion for pottery, so they do pottery so much they kind of figure out a new way of doing something, and then that's how they become successful doing that. I really don't have that anything. Like, if you were to ask me, what do you want to do, my passion is just to be 100% honest. My passion is, I'm not really passionate about anything, and I kind of feel like crap about that sometimes, because it's like, you tend to hear about successful people and they were passionate about something. Arnold Schwarzenegger was passionate about working out, and there's nothing that I'm passionate about, really, unless I haven't noticed it. But then I started thinking, like, do you need a passion to be successful? I don't know. Have I just not discovered my passion yet? I don't know. Am I the next generation of people that become successful without a passion? I don't know. So that's where I'm at right now. I know I was supposed to talk about strictly the business, but this is all business. This is the business of life. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I never... funny thing is, I just got home, but I'm just going to end it with this on kind of a negative note. But I never thought I was going to be one of those people, man. I was going to college. I knew what I wanted to study, and everything was going great. And I was like, I know what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I freaking love architecture. It's so awesome. And not till recently that I started looking at my life, and I'm like, where I'm at right now, it's not bad, but it's going to get bad. I've been pulling in a lot of hours at work. Sometimes I get asked to stay, and it's only a matter of time before they ask me to stay. Hey, we need you to come Saturday and Sunday for the next month, and how you leave at 5:30, you're gonna have to leave at 7 or 8 for the next month. And I don't want to be there when that happens. So it's not for me, man. Like I said, other people, more power to you if you love that. But I really would like a future where I don't have to do that, where I could just spend it with my family. Like, I don't mind working. That's the thing. I don't mind working, but if I could work for something that I'm creating, man, that would be the best for me. I don't know. I don't know if I'm being selfish or stupid. I feel like I could reach whatever it is, but I don't know if that's just me being dumb, if it's just false thinking. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the next update is more positive. Alrighty, see ya.